I personally see them as little balls of love covered with fur.
Today, I and a couple of other volunteers are offering Reiki to the shelter cats at the Gananoque Humane Society. Reiki simply is a relaxation technique. And what we do is we get the Reiki to flow through us, and the Reiki activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which means we go into a state of rest. And when we go into a state of rest, the body naturally promotes healing. And it promotes healing at the physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental level. So we come in to help shelter cats because many of them have had difficult histories.
Okay, we'll just send some Reiki energy out to the cats, and hopefully it'll draw some of them down again once they start to feel calm. Well, what I'm putting out is I'm telepathically sending them the message that it's great. I notice they're relaxing. That's wonderful. That's what we want them to do. I'm encouraging them to become more confident, more trustful in people. Sometimes I pick up some energy feelings between them, send out the message to them that it's okay, that they can sort their little politics out, but they're living here in a community environment, so they have to work things out between themselves too, and we are seeing a difference there as well.
I personally am pretty familiar with any kind of energetic medicine, just because it's something that interests me, and in my background I've been exposed to things like acupuncture and homeopathy and so on. But that's just me. I'm not speaking for anybody else in our group. Probably maybe for them it was something that was more unusual. But we decided to give it a try once Christine came and sort of introduced people to it, and they thought, yeah, I think we'll go with this.
This guy is Tyson. He's been for a while, I think almost 3 years. And he's a HIV felon, and he cannot hear and see. But actually he really loves Reiki. Tyson. I get involved with Reiki because of friends that they did Reiki to me. I was so curious to see how the energy works, and because everything is energy and we're all connected. So I started learning Reiki level 1, 2, and 3, and then I met Christine for animal communicator and animal Reiki. And then I love it because it's the way that I could serve and help, and to see the change of the animals. It's awesome to see also that some of them, they were aggressive, and then they start being more friendly. So I think animal Reiki helps them to get adopted.
Animals use energy as their natural language. They recognize it, and they choose to come as close as they wish. I have had different animals, everything from horses to cats to dogs, actually present their face, their hip, whatever part of the body that they feel needs extra attention. Cats in particular seem to be very knowledgeable about energy, and they enjoy it very much.
The Reiki, it is a way for shelter cats to become more relaxed. It socializes them, it makes them probably more content, happy with life, easier to be around people, and we have noticed a difference in some of our cats, definitely. Mm-hmm.
I got involved in Reiki in 2005. I knew a little bit about it. I knew it was energy work or energy medicine. I had a son. He was about 5 at the time, and he has high functioning autism, and he has high anxiety, and I've tried everything to help him relax. So I thought, why not learn Reiki and share it with him? So I learned Reiki in 2005, and he loved it. He could feel the energy, and he asked for it every day when he came home from school, and it helped relax him. With people, there's a certain set of hand positions that you can do from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet, on the front of their body and the back of the body. With animals, it's much more simple. The treatment of Reiki is different. With a human being, I direct it. Person comes to me, asks for it, they know how long it is. With an animal, they dictate when and how long. So it's quite interesting.
This is what we'll usually notice happening. They'll go very, very quiet and calm. And then usually they start following by grooming themselves. The leg will come up, the relaxation begins.
You would like to give them Reiki, but maybe the cats, they will not want it, or there will be no open, so you have to accept that. No, you just have to offer if they will like it, and that's it, but you cannot really impose them. So the cats, some of them, they will approach to you, or they will lick your hands, or not, but that's the way that I do it.
People often ask, what is this bond between people and animals? It's a very natural bond. We live together. We have domesticated animals. And what I say is it's a symbiotic relationship. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. We both get something out of it by being together. When animals bring human beings, so often, and most people can put their finger on this, is unconditional love. I call many animals angels with fur or feathers, because they are so giving, they are so generous, they accept us as we are. And so there is almost a communion beyond words in terms of a relationship and communication with animals. And they give us something that we can't necessarily get from our human counterparts. And that's how deeply they touch us.
For me personally, and I think for a lot of people who work here, because we have an extra compassionate Humane Society, we're a little different. We never euthanize animals just to make space. And so we all have that in common here. Many Humane Societies have to do that because they simply have no room. Somehow or other, we work around that. I personally see them as little balls of love covered with fur. And it is a chance in the universe to do something good and beautiful, as opposed to going in the opposite direction, which there is so much of, and we see it all the time.
It's a very natural thing, Reiki, energy. As I said, it's for stress reduction. It's a relaxation technique. It was created in Japan hundreds of years ago. People use it around the world, and it's being used in shelters simply because they notice that in animal shelters it is helping the animals to settle into the shelters, to respond to the shelter's intervention, and to increase adoption rates, which is really what it's all about, to find them new homes.